Welcome to Time Travelers. Join us as we head back in history and meet moments that changed the world, encounter people whose lives were changed forever. This is Time Travelers.
Hello and welcome to this week's Time Travelers. You know, I'm stood out here in the rain. And the rain can feel a bit rubbish sometimes, can't it? When you can't go outside and do the things you want. But you know, the rain is a really good thing. Without it, nothing would grow. We need it to grow. Sometimes in life, the things that we think are the worst things, the really bad things, can turn out in the end to come good. We're going to see something a little bit like that in today's Time Travelers interview. We're going over to the Royal Palace of Egypt and we're going to meet a man who's going to tell us all about Joseph. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this press conference of the Pharaoh's Palace. We'll start right away if that's okay, guys. I'm going to take a question from the back, please. Yes, sir, please.
Is it true that Joseph had special dreams from God?
It is true that Joseph, our vice pharaoh, is an interpreter of dreams. He's had dreams in the past, before he was here in Egypt, where he interpreted dreams to show he was going to be the greatest of his brothers. He's interpreted dreams of Pharaoh himself. The reports you're hearing are absolutely, categorically true. We'll take a question from the front, please. Yes.
Thank you. We know Joseph saved our nation from starvation, but is it true he's not actually an Egyptian?
Okay, the media is reporting this, guys. Joseph is not actually an Egyptian. It is true, he's a Hebrew. He's from the line of Abraham. That's his ancestry, his great-grandfather back there, Abraham. And he's of good stock. That's what I will say to you about Joseph. He's of good stock. He was admittedly sold here in slavery in the past. He was a Hebrew slave in Egypt. I will say that much. I will take a question from down here, please.
You seem to be dodging the issue of his family.
Okay, guys, I just want to be clear on this. Joseph's family history is Joseph's family history. I just want to be absolutely crystal clear on that. It is true, however, that Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers who were jealous of him. Thank you. We'll have another question, please. Yes, over there, please. Yes.
Doesn't Joseph have a criminal record?
Okay, guys. There's reports in the media that Joseph is a criminal. Joseph was in prison for one point, but let me be crystal clear, and I want you guys in the newspapers and the media to hear this absolutely clearly. Joseph has been cleared of all charges, okay? You know, some of the stuff that's been said is absolutely not true. Joseph is not a criminal, okay? He was in prison, but he's been cleared of all charges. Guys, can we have some positive questions, please? Thank you. Yes, down here, please, sir.
What's Joseph's relationship like with his brothers now?
Thank you. Yeah, Joseph, listen guys, Joseph is in great relationship with his family. I just want to quote you something that Joseph has been saying and wants us to say and wants you guys to know in the media. Joseph knows that his brothers intended this for evil, but God intended it for good. His purposes are being worked out. And as you've seen, many people have been saved. Okay, guys, we've all been eating the food that Joseph has helped bring into this land because God blessed him and gave him wisdom so that he could help our nation. Even though he's a Hebrew, he's helped our nation, he's fed the people. God gave him that ability, and I just want to be clear, we should really acknowledge that. I'm afraid that's all we got time for. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll have to end it there, guys. Thanks. Well, I'm just sat here where I read the Bible these days on my bike, and I'm reading that verse that we just heard Joseph said to his brothers. You meant to hurt me, but God turned your evil into good. It was to save the lives of many people. The story of Joseph teaches us that God works out his plans always. God works out his plans perfectly, and he works out his plans despite us humans, and even through us humans when we seem like we might be getting in the way. Sometimes in life we think, oh, these bad things are happening. What is God doing? Well, let me tell you one thing that God is doing. God is doing what he was doing in Egypt. He was saving lives. and He's saving lives today as the gospel is being shared far and wide across the world, and even in the UK, and even through Trinity Church as we tell people about Jesus. God does great things despite us and even through us. Maybe you can go away, there's one good thing God is doing, but maybe you could write down 3 more things if you're a child. Can you think of 3 more things that God is doing that is really, really good?